You've seen them on Instagram, you've seen them on TikTok, you've seen them on YouTube, gurus flexing Rolex watches and Lamborghinis, babes in the background while they're sipping coconuts on the beach with their laptop in hand, telling you that they make 20, 30, 50K a month with copywriting, and it's just super easy. They just send out an email in 30 minutes and boom, they're done. And they're telling you you can do the same thing in the next 30 days and make 10, 20, 30K a month if you buy their course. I'm here to answer the question today. Is copywriting an easy way to make 10K per month? Now, to answer those guys, can you make 10, 20, 30, 40K a month in the next 30 or even 60 days? Absolutely not. Anybody who tells you that is just straight up being deceptive. Copywriting is not a get rich quick scheme. You are not going to be rolling in the Benjis in 1 month of hard work. Not a chance. So the question is, though, can you get to that point where you're making 6 figures per year? Can you get to the point where you're eventually writing for just a few hours a day and making up to 10K per month or beyond? And I'm here to tell you, absolutely yes, you can. But it's not going to come in 30 days. So why should you listen to me? So for the past 5 years, I've been a full-time copywriter making 6 figures per year. I started in January 2019. I bought all the copywriting books, all the courses, and I just went ham. I started handwriting sales letters, waking up every day before my 12-hour day job to write every single morning in a Google Docs. I was reading copywriting books, listening to podcasts on my commute to work. I fully immersed myself in copywriting. I landed my first client in 6 weeks. It was not for $5,000, $10,000 though. It was a $15 blog post. And I started at the bottom, just like Drake, right? I started just by eating dirt, eating glass, sitting in the mud for months, and just grinding away to build up my copywriting business and build up the foundations. I got that initial experience, the initial samples, testimonials, and results to build a sustainable business. I later skill stacked into email copywriting and landed a few 7-figure e-commerce brands as clients. I hit my first $5,000 month at month 7. I landed my first major project in month 8, and that was for a $7,000 welcome email series for an e-commerce brand. And we later worked on retainer for years. And by month 12, I was making 6 figures per year with copywriting, both writing emails and blog posts. And so that's been for the past 5 years. And since then, I've retired my wife. I fully provide for my family of 4. I have 2 little girls. I get to work whenever I want. I get to travel wherever. We've lived in Thailand, Australia, Vietnam, Canada, and I have full autonomy. I get to work on the things that I like and don't work on the things that I don't want to work on. And I don't have a boss to have to wake up and check into work. I don't have to commute to work anymore. And I really enjoy what I do. And 5 years later, I still love writing. And it's the best career. I think this is the best thing for anybody new to start out in. But it's not something that's easy. And this is where all the gurus are. They're over promising and they're going to under deliver when people aren't making 20K a month in 30 days by buying their course. You see, copywriting, it absolutely is something that you can build where you can be making 6 figures per year by just writing for 3-4 hours a day. How do I know that? Because I've done it. That's what I built my business up to, where I can write 1 blog post or 1 email. I can wake up at 8 a.m. and by 1 p.m. be completely done and be making $300-$400 per day and making 6 figures per year. So that's the business that I built. And for me, my goal was always, I just want more time. I want more freedom. I want more autonomy. And I want to be able to have time for my kids and have time for my wife and be able to go to Thailand if I want, or go, travel or do whatever. So that was my goal. And is this easier than the work I was doing before copywriting? Am I doing easier work than before? Absolutely. Before I was working, as a server at a restaurant, just working really long hours just to get by, living in Vancouver, Canada, which is extremely expensive to live there, very hard city to live in. I was working a 12-hour day job at a labor job. That was hard work, and I was really tired at the end of each day. And there's no way I could just keep doing that. And, you got to ask yourself, is copywriting an easy way to make 10K per month? Well, If you look at the alternatives, it's pretty easy. What's the alternative? What's the path most people take, or most people are told they should take? It's like, go to university, go to school for 4 years, spend like $100,000 to $150,000 on a college degree or university degree, and then get a piece of paper that like nowadays doesn't even guarantee you that you're going to make 100K at all. If anything, you're going to be making 30, 40K to start, but like have a huge load of debt on your shoulders at the end. So when you look at the alternatives, copywriting, relatively speaking, to the traditional path of like go to university, it's like, does copywriting take 4 years to learn to get up to 6 figures? Absolutely not. You can build up a 6-figure copywriting business in 1 year. How do I know that? Because I did it. It's not going to happen in 30 days, I'll tell you that much. But you absolutely can build this up to 6 figures within a year if you put your all into it. And it's not going to be easy, but you can build an easy business. It's going to be hard work at first. Nothing's easy. You got to remember this. Nothing's easy. Going to university for 4 years, that's not easy. Doing hard work all day, going to university for 4 classes a day for 6 to 8 hours, and then having to study nonstop for exams and all this stuff. All like basically you are working 10 to 12-hour days if you're a full-time university just to get by, and you're not making money. So there's your 12-hour day for the next 4 years. Okay, so that's the university path. 12 hours a day for the 4 years. What's copywriting? Well, work hard for 1 year and you can build up this thing to, at least $5,000 per month, if not 10. So compared to university, yeah, this is a lot easier of a path because you only have to not that it's not hard work ever, but you only have to grind super hard for like 1 year. 6 to 12 months, you can build this thing up to a full-time income and beyond. Where at university, you're going to be working 12 hours a day for 4 years straight. Like you can get there with copywriting to what you want, 6 figures, in a year versus 4 years. So this is way faster. This is a way faster path. On top of that, the actual work itself, you can, there's a season to grind with copywriting when you're first starting out, but you absolutely can build a business where you're working 2, 3, 4 hours a day max and making good money. That's what I do. So like versus, slaving away at university for 4 years for 10, 12 hours a day between classes and studying and doing all your work, homework and stuff like that. And then that's 4 years long though, not 1 year versus copywriting. And then what happens after university? You go become an intern, you go get an entry-level job, hopefully you get a job, or like, which isn't even guaranteed. And then what? And then you grind away and you work 8 to 10 hours a day, you have a commute to work, you get mediocre pay, and you have a mountain of debt on your shoulders. And here you are working 8 to 12 hours a day after 4 years of working 8 to 12 hours a day to just get what? No guarantees. Are you going to be making 30K a month or 30K a year, 40K a year, 60K a year? If you're if you're a lawyer, an accountant, or a doctor, maybe you're making 100K pretty quick. But even then, you're working really, really hard. These are really hard hours. Versus copywriting, you totally can build a business where you're working 2, 3, 4 hours a day. And then the financial side. This is the part where it's just crazy to me. How much is the average college and university degree nowadays in America, at least? Like 100,000, 120,000, 150,000. Like even if you go to like a normal, not like a fancy school, not an Ivy League school, you're still gonna be paying over 100 grand just for the degree, $100,000 plus. And most people, that's debt on their shoulders for their, 10, 20, 30 years until they pay it off. How much does copywriting cost to learn? Realistically, how much does copywriting cost to learn as a skill that you can build into a business that makes you 6 figures per year in a relatively short period of time? How much? $0. You can learn copywriting for $0. You literally can just get free PDFs of copywriting books online. You can learn everything from Google, from blogs, from social media, from YouTube for free. Absolutely free. You can learn this skill from the ground up for $0. You literally can invest 0 into copywriting and build this thing up. I will say this though, it's going to take you longer. It'll take you longer than, a year if you're going to go the free route and you're going to build this thing up to a six-figure business. It's going to take you a lot longer. You're going to go through a lot more unnecessary struggles and mistakes if you're not willing to pay anything and to invest in your education. But, if you invest something into books, copywriting books like the Boron Letters, Adweek Copywriting Handbook, Influence, Ogilvy on Advertising, Cashvertising. I'm giving you the hints. Go get these copywriting books because they're the best. Even if you spend $100 on 5 books, like relatively speaking, and you could build a six-figure business out of that. $100, amazing. If you want to take it to the next level, buy the courses. Get the coaching and the mentorship. I invested about $5,000 into my copywriting education in the first year, and it paid off quick. I wasn't making six figures my first year. I think after year one, at the end of the first year, I think I had made like 30 grand that year or something. But like I got a six times ROI on my investment of 5 grand first year. You invest 100K plus into a university degree. How long is that going to take to get back? You're not going to be making six figures per year. So in terms of fast tracking your copywriting, if you invest money, you're going to speed things up. So it's just going to get you there quicker. So if you're willing to put in, even $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 into your first year or two as a copywriter, you're going to move real fast and you're just going to accelerate things. But you don't even have to. You could get by watching YouTube videos, blog posts, and getting cheap or free PDFs online of copywriting books. This is a business that you can build up to six figures within about a year, which can literally cost you almost nothing. And even if you put in, $5,000, what's that relative to a $100,000 degree? It's 5% of that. And yet something that you can build up to six figures in 1 year. So I say all this to say copywriting, relatively speaking to the traditional path, is an easy way to make 10K per month. It is the faster way to make 10K per month. It is the better way to make 10K per month. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you go to university and go do your degree and spend your 4 years and waste an extra 3 years of your life doing that path versus this path, you're left with a job that you probably don't enjoy because you have to grind away and work your way from the bottom up, either way going to university or just working a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life. You're still going to be working for somebody else. You're still going to be working 10 hours a day between your 8 hours at work and your commute to work, and probably the extra activities you're expected to do outside of office hours that you're not going to get paid for. And you're having to, all you have left is the leftovers on the weekend. And so if you're wanting to build a life, don't just think about what should I do for work, because that's what we're always asked when we're growing up in school. Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? No. What life do you want to live when you grow up? That's the question they should be asking. And if you want to, grind away for somebody else for the next 40 years and get mediocre pay and not be able to travel and, just stick to one job and all that stuff and live in one location, that's totally fine too. But if you want to build an actual business that generates six figures per year that you could build up in about a year, that allows you to travel the world, go wherever you want. If you want to go to Thailand, I lived in Thailand. If you want to go to Italy, if you want to go to South America, if you want to go to Colombia, if you want to go to Japan, if you want to go to Australia, and travel whenever you want and not have to ask a boss for 2 weeks off, and go there and travel and have vacation, or go there and work and live at the same time. I lived in Thailand for just under a year with my wife in the first year as a copywriter. We quit our jobs. We're going, we're doing this. And we made it work because Thailand's cheaper. I was only making about $1,000 at the time when we left there. By the time we left, I was making six figures, and we're living like kings in one of the greatest countries in the world. We got to the point where we could live anywhere. We realized we could live anywhere now. We could live where we want. And if that's what you're after, you want more autonomy. You want to be able to do what you want to do whenever you want to do it. You want more free time. You want to be able to duck out. Last Christmas, we spent a month with my family back in our hometown with my daughters and my wife. And, we stay with my parents, and it's fun. And we're like, yeah, we want our kids to spend time with their grandparents. And like a normal job, yeah, good luck trying to get a month off out of nowhere on short notice, just like that, and not show up to your work. Like this is the kind of thing you can build with copywriting. Is like you can make more money, you can have the free time, you can have a business and a job that you actually enjoy. I love showing up to work every day, walking 10 feet this way into this other building, um, where I live, and like ripping out emails and blog posts, and like talking to you guys too, on the coaching side of things. But like just writing as a thing to do for a job it's amazing. I love it. So no, it doesn't feel like hard work. Um, there is a season to grind. There's a season where it's going to be hard work when you first start. You're not going to get to 20K a month in 30 days. And even hitting the 10K month mark, that's hard. It's hard work. It might take you a year. It might take you 2 years. But like, there's no stopping you with copywriting. Like this is a free market. There's nobody stopping you from going and building a business that you can work from your laptop or work wherever you want from the world, and build something up where you can build a life for yourself, the life that you actually want, more free time and more autonomy, and make more money and be able to do the things you love. Like nobody's stopping you. You right now can go and just like crush it and start practicing writing. You could get all the copywriting books. You could get some courses and coaching. You could go and start like handwriting sales letters. You can go and start pitching businesses. You could go to all your friends and family in your phone right now. Go up to your contacts app in your phone, and you could just go tell them, hey, I'm a copywriter. Go to their websites. Go to all your business owner friends, everybody you know who has a business, and go to their website and just start giving them tips on their business to improve it. Write them a new email. Write them a new blog post. Write them a new social media post. Write them a new landing page. Go and be proactive, and just nothing's stopping you from building this thing. The only thing standing in the way is you. And the thing that if you want to succeed, the main thing is when you set your mind to this thing, realize that this ain't going to be a 30-day plan. This is a 1, 2, 3, 5, 10-year plan. Like, be patient. Don't go for the 10K right away. You want to know who gets to 10K faster? The guy who focuses on the high ticket client, or the guy who focuses on getting work done and getting experience no matter what? I'll tell you right now, 10 times out of 10, the guy who focuses on getting experience, no matter the cost, whether it's free or cheap, to build up case studies that prove that he knows his stuff with copywriting, that guy is going to get to 10K faster than the guy who tries to land a $5,000 client in the first 30 days. Prove that you're worth it to be a copywriter. Go be a copywriter. Go build a 6-figure business. Go set your mind to it. Go devote at least an hour a day to this for the next year. Like, if you focus on these 3 things every day for 1 year, you will be making at least $5,000 per month. If you spend an hour writing, an hour learning, and an hour pitching every single day for the next year as a copywriter, you will be making $5,000 per month at a minimum. Those 3 things. Master those 3 things and you'll get there. So, to come back to the question, is copywriting an easy way to make $10,000 per month? No, it's not an easy way when you want to get there in 30 days or 60 days. You're not going to be working 30 minutes a day for the next 30 days and expect 20K to fall in your lap. Copywriting, like any other skill, is something where you have to become someone worth $10,000 per month. You actually have to become a person of value where the work you do is worth that money. So you need to build the skill that's worth $10,000 per month. And that ain't going to happen by writing 5-10 minutes a day and calling it a day and eating pizza and playing video games for the rest of the day. You're not going to get to 20K a month. Compared to the traditional path, though, going to university for 4 years, spending $100,000 plus, and doing hard work at university and hard work afterwards, and going that route, that to me, that sounds like a hard life, and that sounds like a life I would not want to live. So compared to that, yeah, this is a much easier way to make 10K per month. So it's up to you. Go into copywriting, go the traditional path. Doesn't matter to me. I would encourage you, give copywriting a chance and devote at least 1 year to this and be patient. Don't be money hungry right away. Be hungry to master this skill. Be hungry to become a person worth $10,000 per month. And when you devote yourself to that every single day and becoming that person of value in the skill of copywriting itself, you're going to get there, guaranteed.